IMAX on pace for a record year at the box office, and analysts expect next year is going to be even better. The move has been driven by high-profile releases like F1, Sinners, and the latest Mission Impossible. And this month, we get Superman and the Fantastic Four. IMAX shares are up over 50% in the past year. Joining us now is Richard Gelfond, IMAX CEO. Rich, it's great to have you on. And let's start right there. Box office is booming. What's driving it?
Let's start with the simplest thing, Morgan. Really good movies and movies that have been made, specifically for IMAX. So this year we had 8 films in a row that were not only released in IMAX, but were filmed with IMAX cameras. And just to give you kind of the most bizarre statistic from my point of view, in IMAX's over 55-year history, we've only had 5 films that did over 20% IMAX at the box office on less than 1% of the screens. But in the last 3 months, we've had 3, Sinners, F1, and Mission Impossible. And, Superman got off to a great start with the previews. The last 2 days were one of the top we've ever seen in the previews. So you put together a great way to watch it, audience appetite, momentum, and really good movies, and it works.
Interesting. So there's the broader industry trend, which you just touched on, but it sounds like there's a very company-specific trend, too, here with you taking market share.
Yeah, and part of that, Morgan, is because, we can show movies 2 ways. One is movies that were shot for regular theaters, and then we're using our technology, we're kind of blown up and improved. And then there are ones shot with IMAX cameras. And this year, almost every one of the movies has been shot with IMAX cameras, and that's led to a much stronger market share. And in fact, for traditional movies at traditional theaters, it's doing pretty well, but in fact, it's not on a record pace. But in IMAX, we are on a record pace. I mean, things are looking really good. But it's not only the box office. Other indicia of our growth include signings and installs, because that's what happens to our 1,800 theater network in the world. And for the first 6 months of this year, we're doing really well with signings. We've almost equaled all of last year. Our installs are coming in really strong. So it's just a lot's coming together for us. And you've got Avatar still to come in the second half of the year. Zootopia, a lot of other good things.
Rich, for me, the business model standout is actually Sinners, in that you almost never see horror movies, which is technically what it is, doing those kinds of numbers at IMAX. But Ryan Coogler did shoot it with those cameras. And what does that say about what people assume about what the IMAX experience is and what it might be?
Well, John, that's a great question. And one of the ways that Warner Brothers marketed the movie, they could have said, like you said, a horror story that takes place in the South in the 1930s. But instead, they said, auteur filmmaker Ryan Coogler shot with IMAX cameras, only film cameras. The last one shot with film cameras was Oppenheimer. The next one is Odyssey. And the tickets just went off the shelves fast. And Ryan really leaned in to IMAX in a big way and said, that's the way to see it. And those results enabled it to broaden out its audience, what otherwise would have been a much more limited horror audience.